Chapter 4. The Vedic Age. Warm-up. The advent of Aryans. Early Vedic Age. The graphical extant. Later Vedic Age. Various cultures in India during Vedic Age. The Indus Valley Civilization come to an end around 1900 BC or about 3900 years back. There was some form of script during these times as found on the shells, but it could not be deciphered and understood. The next set of evidences which are found are those of the period 1200 BC to 800 BC. The period is known as the Vedic period. It gets the name from the Vedas which have been found describing about this period. The advent of Aryans. In the previous chapter we read about the city civilization of Harappa. Slowly it declined and by around 1800 BCE people again begin living a simple life in villages. About this time, some people entered India from the northwest, probably the Khyber Pass. They called themselves Arya, meaning noble ones. The Aryans who entered India were called Indo-Aryans. But where did these people come from? Some historians feel that they come from the area around the Caspian Sea. People who lived in this area speak a language called Indo-European. This language was the ancestor of Sanskrit and many other languages like Latin, Greek, German and Persian. Similar words exist in all these languages. Then around 2000 BCE, they begin moving to different lands, perhaps searching of new pastures for their cattle. They move to different areas of Europe and some come to India through Iran and Afghanistan. A new culture developed in India with the arrival of the Aryans. Early Vedic Age. The Aryans enter India in different ways, the earliest of which is believed to be around 1500s BCE. The period when the Aryans first settled in India is known as Early Vedic Age, 1500 BCE to 2000 BCE. The Vedic Age gets its name from the four Veds. The word Ved means knowledge, the best of all knowledge according to the Hindus. There are four Veds, the Rig Ved, the Sam Ved, the Yajur Ved and the Athar Ved. Rig Ved. The Rig Ved, being one of the earliest books in the world, is a collection of prayer offered to various Hindu gods like Agni, fire god, Vayu, wind god, Varun, water god, Surya, sun god, Soma, god of plants, Usha, goddess of dawn, etc. It is considered to be the first source of all knowledge and wisdom. The Rig Veda describes a very early stage in the evolution of Hinduism and describes a pastoral, possibly nomadic culture based on cattle. Shama Veda. It is a collection of hymns mostly taken from the Rig Veda. It is a music book which includes Rig Vedic prayer songs set to music. Yajur Veda. The Yajur Veda contains verses in the form of sabbatical formulae. It has two versions, the Krishna Yajur Veda and the Shukla Yajur Veda. Athar Veda. The last of the Vedas, this is completely different from the other three Vedas and is next in importance to Rig Veda with regard to history and sociology. It deals with spells and charms to cast away evil spirit. Some more Vedic texts. The Brahmans are commentaries on the Vedic hymns. The Aranyakas or forest book carry instructions on the ascetics' life in the forest. The Upanishads contain philosophical views of great saints. The four Upavedas are attachments of each Veda. The two epics, the Mahabharata and the Ramayana, are parts of the Puranas. The geographical extent. The Vedas tell us about the geographical extents of species. Rigvedic hymns mention several rivers in the text Sindhu or Indus. Saraswati now lost. The Gomati, modern Gomati, the Kromu, modern Kuram, and the Kubha, modern Kabul are mentioned. The Suvastu, Swat, is the most important river mentioned to the north of Kabul. The rivers Ganga and Yamuna are mentioned only once. From this, it appears that the early Aryans lived in the area covered by eastern Afghanistan, Punjab, and parts of western Uttar Pradesh, but their main focus was on a region called Brahmvard or Sapta Sindhu, modern Haryana and undivided Punjab, which are watered by the above 7 rivers. Later they set up kingdoms in Koshala and in Kashi, the region of Varanasi. Did you know? The Saraswati River is one of the chief Rigvedic rivers mentioned in ancient Hindu text. The Nadistuti in the Rigveda 10.75 mentions the Saraswati between the Yamuna in the east and the Satluj in the west, and later Vedic texts like Tandya and Jhilmilia Brahmans as well as the Mahabharata mention that the Saraswati dried up in a desert. The goddess Saraswati was originally a personification of this river, but later developed an independent identity and meaning. Political life. The Aryans lived in several tribes groups called gens. A group of families formed a clan or Vaish, and several Vaish together formed a Jana. Generally, the tribes lived in villages called Garma. It is probably that the Aryans with their superior language and technology of weaponry had imposed their own style of culture on the earlier settlers. The Veda mentions about Dasas, who were non-Aryan tribes. The tribe's chief of Bharata was called Rajan. He led his public during war and protected them in time of peace. Social life. Public lived in small unit called Kula, which is associated with the schools of Vedic Rishi. Eldest male member was called Grapati, whose decisions were binding to all and were strictly followed. Women were educated and allowed to attend religious assemblies. Some of them have also contributed in the formation of Vedas. Veda means known knowledge. Women also looked after the children and household management. Society was divided in 4 main varnas or types of occupation. Varna means color in Sanskrit. Brahmins. Brahmins were those who looked after all religious matters. They also had ashrams to educate the people. Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas were those who ruled and defend the kingdom. It was the warrior class of the Vaishya. They were traders, cultivators and artisans. Shudras or Dasas. They were generally native people of India and their skin color was dark. They carried out the traditional work such as poetry making, metal work, carpentry, etc. Marriage of boy and girl took place with the consent of parents. People presented gifts to newly wed couple. Occupation. The main occupation was agriculture and cattle rearing. They led a simple life. People cultivated rice, wheat, barley, fruits and vegetables. Men also work as carpenter, potters, weavers and chariot riders. Barter system prevailed during this period. Goods were exchanged. Domestication of animals like cow, goat, dog and horses were practiced. Cow was traded as a sacred animal. Other crafts like jewelry, leatherwork and carpentry were also developed during this period. Religion. The Aryans were great worshippers of nature. They worshipped the focus of nature like Prithvi, Earth, Agni, Fire, Indra, Rain, Vayu, Wind, Surya, Sun, Varun, Water, etc. The Rigvedic Aryans do not worship idols. There were no rituals and sacrifices. They performed, judged and chanted hymns in praise of their gods and shared their blessings. Dress. The wool and cotton were used to make garments. Men wore dhoti and turbans and women wore saris. Gold and silver ornaments were worn by men and women. Amusements. People entertained themselves in chariot racing, hunting, whistling and gambling. They enjoyed music, dance and played flute, drum and other musical instruments such as veena. Education. The Gurukul system was prevalent in this period. The teacher was called Guru and education was important in ashrams and Sanskrit language was prominent. Later Vedic age. The period between 1000 to 600 BCE is known as the later Vedic age. At this time, the Aryans moved further into India and occupied the plains of Gangas. Aryan kingdom were set up in northern India. Some of the important ones are Koshala, Vidha, Kuru, Magad and Kashi. Social life. The social life was the same with the family and the basic unit. It became even more patriarchal. The birth of a son was welcome as compared to a daughter. There was a drastic change in the position and status of women. They were not educated or allowed to read the Vedas. They no longer participated in the Sudha. Child marriage and Sate came into existence. Widow remarriage was strongly opposite. The main duty of woman was to look after the household and give birth to children. She was supposed to be under the control of her father and later her husband. Life was divided into 4 stages as ashrams. The first stage was when he began his education in Gurukul. This stage was called Brahmacharya. The second was the Grihastha, the stage of family life as a husband and father. The third stage was Vanaprastha or the hermit stage, and the last was Sannyasa, the stage when the individual renounced everything and led a simple life in the forest. Caste system. The caste system developed gradually. The Aryans made the defiant Dashes do unpleasant work. Division was created between the Dashes and the fair-skinned. The Aryans did not want their customs to mix, so they stayed apart from the Dashes. The Dashes were given the nature of Sudras and were not allowed to take part in any Aryan ceremony. Hence 4 groups come into begin. The precious on the Brahmanis, the Kshatriyan, the Vaishyan or the cultivations and traders, and the Shudhars who were the untouchable. The caste system was strictly observed. Education. Boys were sent to Gurukuls for education. Girls were not received any education. Boys were taught the art of warfare along with the study of the Vedas. They learned grammar, astrology and mathematics. They led a life of discipline and austerity in the Gurukul. Religion. The early Vedic gods such as Indra, Varuna, Agni, Prithvi, etc. lost their importance. They were replaced by the trinity of gods, Brahmana or Prajapati, the creator, Lord Vishnu, the presence, and Shiva, the destroyer. Similarly, goddess Aditi and mother goddess were replaced by Saraswati, Lakshmi and Parvati, etc. Most of the Vedic gods became secondary undevata. The religious worship and ceremony become complex. To read sacrifice assumed great importance. The Aryans changed the course of Indian history. They brought with them their customs and ways to thinking which influenced the narrative. Various cultures in India during the Vedic age. Neolithic, Chalcolithic and Megalithic cultures flourished during the Vedic period in Deccan, Rajasthan, Kashmir and southernmost part of India. At many Neolithic and Chalcolithic sites, pit burials have been found. Gravel goods include pots of black and red were filled with food and water, ornaments made of shell, beds, copper, bone and facets, etc. In Amagon, In Namagon near Pune, Maharashtra is among a Paleolithic site where pit burials have been excavated. They had that shed roofs made of grass. The houses were rectangular and spacious. Cooking was done in overshed ovens. The rich lived in the center of the settlement while the poor lived on the edges. There was wall around the settlement on the riverbank. There was a landing platform for boats. Channels to carry water to the field for irrigation were also found. Many stone tools and pottery items of red ware with black designs on them were found. Some copper tools were also found at a site. Terracotta figures were also found which were baked in kilns. Food habits. The remains struggle that the people of Enamagon grew metal, barley, wheat, lentils, peas, gram and beans, and domesticated cattle, sheep, goats, dog, horses and pigs. People eat plants, meat, fish and dairy products. Burial. At Enamagon, the dead were buried in pits dug in the floor of the house itself. Dead adults were buried directly in the pits. A dead child was buried in a container made up of two urns. Megalithic burials have also been found. Such burials were located underground and burial spot was made by big stone. They probably served as signposts. Burials were accompanied by objects such as canes, pottery tool, etc. Decline. It is the face of the settlement. The people of Alongand seemed to have faced some serious problems. There was a decline in farming activity. People started relying more on hunting and gathering food. Instead of large rectangular houses, we find small round huts. It seems people were becoming poorer and their old way of life had come on an end. Swimming up. With the advent of the Vedic age, the Harappan civilization came to an end. The Aryans settled in Sapta Sindhu region in early Vedic period and composed the Rig Veda. The four Vedas are the Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. The last three Vedas were composed in the later Vedic period. The main occupation of Vedic people were growing crops and cattle rearing. Vedic society was divided into four sections: Brahmins, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. The nature god were worshipped in the early Vedic period while Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva were worshipped in the later Vedic period. Chapter 5